What's up, Ethan? How are you? We'll get rolling in just a couple minutes. Just watching the that 30 for 30 on the Mets. That was really good. So good. Got some vintage basketball coming, what, a little over a week away? 24th, I think. Should be a lot of fun. Looking forward to basketball. It's a very interesting set. You got WNBA players, you got Hall of Famers, you got rookies, it's going to be really neat product. Then the checklist for the next Onyx baseball is pretty outstanding too. You got like Griffey Jr., and some other big names in it. All right, it's 9 o'clock, so we're going to get rolling. Take us a minute to get here in the case. So tonight, 2021 Onyx Vintage Baseball Player Break that we filled up on eBay. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, very much. Let's see, usually I make a big mess getting in these Onyx cases. It's just the boxes are so little. Let's see if I can dump this out without it being too bad. Hey, that was about as silky smooth as I can do it. Let's see, we'll turn some this way, turn some this way. So there's our 24 boxes, all should be visible there. And we will get rolling. I only have 3 viewers, but hopefully everybody will pop in as we go. Check one thing before we get going in the first box. Make sure the feed looks good. Make sure the feed looks good. All right. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Box number 1. All right, we'll start with Roderick Aris, base, and a Felden Celestin base. First auto, we got a red Jarlin Sasana and a blue Cody Hopes. The reds are numbered to 25. Good start there. Good start. If you're not familiar with Onyx, if it's your first time, they don't serial number the cards, but they do based on the ink color. There's your print runs: blue to 275, red to 25, green to 50, and black to 5. Alright, box number 2. These will most likely ship out Saturday. All right, first up, Christian Robinson and Eddie Young, or Yeen. Next auto. Oh, we got a redemption for Francisco Alvarez. Huh? I can't do it as well as you. And a Oliveris blue ink. Yep, I'll recap it real quick. Give me 1 second. Yeah, there was a blue hose auto and a red Susana auto in the first box. This is only box number 2. These are Francisco Alvarez Redemption. These do have to be mailed in, but it can be any of the parallels, red, black, blue. You won't know until time of redemption. A buddy of mine sent in Kyle Pitts the other day from football and got back a. So we had a red in box 1, and then there was our Cody Hose. No problem. So just box number 2. 22 more to go. And at the end, we'll recap all the autographs. But of course, all cards will ship. We're going to do these the next a good bit, maybe 2 a week. The next few weeks, we've got several cases that we've had since release, believe it or not, and just haven't gotten a chance to break them. So we're doing a good bit of Onyx, and we got basketball coming out the 24th. So we got Juan Carlos Negret and Fernando Tatis Jr. First auto of the box. Armando Cruz, blue ink, and purple ink. Pedro Pineda, purple, number to 100. Very cool. I like that Onyx does the different inks. I wish they would serial number them too, but at least they do have a way to distinguish the short prints. That's our first purple. Oh, awesome. Hey, Rob, how are you? Awesome, awesome. Thanks for jumping in again. Box number 3. Onyx does a great job, I think. I love the fact that all their stuff's on card autos. There are some redemptions, but they're usually pretty quick to fulfill them. We had a lot of fun doing football this year. Can't wait for baseball. We've gotten to meet the owner of Onyx, Lance, a few times now. We've built a good relationship. So I really enjoy the Onyx stuff. Alright, Francisco Alvarez. So that's what your auto will look like a little earlier. And Novelli Marte. Our first auto is Salinas, Zayed Salinas. Blue ink. And Eddie Yan. Blue ink. Me too, Rob, me too. That's the problem with my personal collection is I like variety, so I have too much of everything. Every time I try to focus, I'm like, alright, I'm going to narrow down and focus my PC, and then every time I start it just blows back up into a bunch of different stuff. Next box. We got Nick Lodolo and Riley Green. Next auto, Carlos Comaneras and Christian Santana. Yeah, the Futura stuff. We've never broken that before, but I'm probably going to have to try that out for the first time this year. It's a little higher end, obviously, but it's really nice. Really nice. Yeah, we hung out with them at the National in Chicago a little bit. Went to their party. They have so much nice stuff at their booth. Autograph, game use type stuff. They do. They like playing cards, like paying a little homage to like the old Allen and Ginter type look. Really sharp. Plus, because they're not shiny, which some people do like. the ink. You don't have a lot of streaky autos or things like that either. It's just the way they do it. The basketball has a vintage look too. It looks more like the football release this year. So not the plain card-like design, but we'll have plenty of those on eBay, so definitely be on the lookout. Got Jarlin Sassana. We pulled his auto earlier. And Alfredo Duno. Ooh, green ink. Zach Veen. There's a nice one. And a blue Reese Hines. Green ink. Number to 50 on the Zach Veen. Veen, and we had I'm trying to think. Veen might be our bigger auto. We did have a red Sassana and a purple Pineda. But Veen might be our biggest name so far. Some of these younger guys that are only, aren't in anything else yet, like I'm not as familiar with, but we'll recap everything at the end. We'll recap all the autos at the end. Just a very, very clean set. All right. Only 1/4 of the way. Long way to go. No Dominguez, no Bobby Witt, guys like that. Tatis. All right. Ronnie Mauricio. Marco Luciano. There's a Riley Green, and that is a black ink. So that will be number 25. Very nice one. And Christian Robinson, another good name. But our green is black ink, number to 5. Congratulations. A little SSP action there on the Riley Green. Christian Robinson. Nice, nice. That's one of the nice things about Onyx is Lance is able to, he does a good job getting some of the young guys that aren't in anything else. And he gets them early, so there's some definite value on some of these guys before they get, Topps Chrome cards and things. Or Bowman Chrome, I should say. Alright, we got Aaron Sabato. And Pineda. Next auto, Heston Kierstad. There's a nice one. And purple Carlos Colmenares. Purples to 100. So we do have several more cases, so we will certainly be doing more of these. We should go out Saturday if for some reason I can't get them. For a couple other breaks I get out first. They'll go out Monday at the very latest, but my goal is to get everything out Saturday. Usually there's a pretty big drop off every Saturday morning at the post office. They love me. Alright, Juan Carlos Nickert and Fernando Tatis. So we've seen this pack before. Autos, Novelli Marte and Olivares, our second Olivares. Yeah, me too. I'm really high on Kierstad, but curious to see how it all works out. Luster, because he hadn't gotten to play much, seems to have worn off. Having that whole year off in minor league has really slowed down, in my opinion, slowed the development of a lot of guys, but I think by this time next year, or maybe beginning of the year next year, we'll see some strides from a lot of guys that really kind of struggled this year. And I think that's why you see a lot of the rookies this year didn't really stand out because, they didn't play all last year. It's basically a year off. All right. Alexander Mojica. So he is not on the checklist, actually. But I had somebody reach out to me and remind me that he was in here, so we added him. So that made 52 names after we added Mojica. Miguel Blyce. We have redemption for Ed Howard. And Jarlin Sasana, our second one of him. The other one was red. This one's blue. Redemption for Mr. Howard. Had some buddies saw him play in the minors this year and really were impressed. I do. Huge football fan. Alabama fan, graduate fan, and then NFL fan as well. Falcons are my pro team, unfortunately. But yeah. Yep, Falcons, right. Unfortunately, a Falcons fan. Sasana again. And Zach V. Then we got Gilberto Jimenez. Blue ink. And green. Riley Green spots. Crushing. So we have a Riley Green of 5 and a Riley Green to 100. So you and I have some similar pains. Then Raiders played good the other night, though. They started off kind of slow, but they certainly ended well. All right, let's put us at our halfway point. Oh, that was a stressful game. But you got the win. That's all that matters. It's a good team. In your home debut, which was nothing. Or home debut with fans, I should say. That was a really fun game to watch. It was a really fun game to watch. All right, we got Anthony Volpe. Eric Pena. Cody Hose, number 2. And there he is, Alexander Mojica. Blue ink. Almost didn't have a spot for him. Because he's not on the published checklist. Yeah, the play calling was a little suspect, I agree. And I feel like, and I've seen this in the last few years with Matt Ryan and Julio Jones. I feel like Waller is a really good tight end, don't get me wrong, but I feel like Carr stares him down and doesn't spread around. Like, toward the end of the game, I felt like he started spreading around more. But, I mean, I understand. It's hard when you've got such a weapon like Waller. It's hard not to. I'm not a fan of Urban Meyer, speaking of play calling, and I don't think he's putting Lawrence in the best situation. But Lawrence is very, very talented. I mean, you saw flashes of that this weekend. He had 3 touchdowns. He had 3 picks. But I think he'll be fine as long as Meyer doesn't ruin him. Because the talent is undeniable. Luis Rodriguez. Randy Rosarina. Then we've got Manuel Beltre. And Joan Adon. Yeah, but he's a rookie. You expect it. Peyton Manning set the record for interceptions in a single season as a rookie. We know how he turned out. So there's going to be growing pains. He's on a really bad team, as most high draft picks are. What I worry about Lawrence a little bit is he's never experienced failure. High school, college, he's always been good. He's always been on great teams. He's always won. Mentally, how can some of these guys handle? Yep, that's me. You're messaging on Facebook. This is Jason. We do have Paul and Steven, as you've seen, so they'll break sometimes too. But that's me that we've been messaging back to. So I just wonder mentally how Lawrence handles failure, basically, because they're not going to win a lot of games. Does he get frustrated? So we've got a Kim and a Pineda again. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that one wasn't on Manning. That was on the defense. There's an Anthony Volpe. He's got a nice signature. Nice, big, bold signature. And a Pineda again. We're seeing a lot of Pineda. So we'll do some breaks. So tomorrow night's break, the prison break, eBay break, we'll do at Paul's house. Paul will break that one. I'll most likely be there helping him sleeve and stuff. That's a good list you like there. And then Tuesday night we were at Stevens, so you get a little bit of all three of us. So you can pick your flavor, which one you like the best. They all have a little different, very similar in styles, but a little different, I guess. There's a Bobby Witt base, our first Witt so far. And Nolan Jones. Next auto, Luis Gill. And Jarlin Sassant's our third. That's the only knock. One of the only knocks I have on Onyx. It's a small checklist, but you can get a good bit of dupes. Oh yeah, as an Alabama fan and a Falcons fan, having Ridley and Julio on the Falcons is pretty awesome. Ridley's good. This year's their offensive line is just, as usual, it's just so bad. What killed me last weekend is they ran the ball so well at the beginning of the game. They were gashing Philadelphia, and then Philadelphia apparently made some adjustments, and it was all downhill after that. Matt Ryan, I love Matt Ryan. He's a great quarterback, but he's got to have protection. He can't. He's not manufacturing or. Yeah, you're talking about the dupes, Herbert? Yeah. Come on, no dupes when you got so many. But I mean, Tops and all of them are guilty of it. We did some Bowman Chrome, or Tops Chrome not too long ago. I think we did a half case jumbo. We had 4 or 5 of the same guy. We have Novelli Marte and Vargas. Frank's is good. Frank's at mobile. He's a little bit of a project though. Ooh, we got a purple. Zayed Salinas, purple auto. And a blue Maximo Acosta. There's a nice one. Big name. Right now, believe it or not, Josh Rosen is the backup. Felipe Franks is the third string, but it's Josh the Chosen Rosen. Hopefully he doesn't have to, we don't see him getting any game. He's bounced around on his third team, Arizona, Dolphins. No, he's on the 49ers, so he's been on 4 or 5 teams now. But yeah, after this year, I think we'll see Ryan one more year, unless they can work some kind of trade. And then I think they've got to start looking for a QB of the future if they don't think they have him on the roster. Careful opening these. So there's only 4 cards in there. I don't want to bend them. All right, we've got a Reese Hines base. That is the last auto I expected out from that of 2021 Donruss on the 49ers. Josh Rosen was the last auto I would have expected. Nick Bitsko. We got a nice one, Ronnie Mauricio. And Eric Pena. A couple nice names there. Yeah. I was like, do you say congratulations to the 49ers owner, or do you say I'm sorry when you pull him a Josh Rosen auto out of a 2021 product? Now, back Josh Rosen's rookie year, he was, his cards were coveted. But in 2021, the last thing he wanted was a Josh Rosen auto. Yeah, we had a case a while back that had 2 Bobby Witt autos in it. In fact, we used 2 boxes or 3 boxes for a mixer break, and there were 2 hits out of 3 boxes. So they were from the same case. There's an Adley Rushman base. And Yendry Rojas base. Next up, Alfredo Duno. Butchering his name, I'm sure. And there's a big boy. How about Jason Dominguez? Very nice. He's got a cool auto. A buddy of mine the other night did 2 Donruss boxes. Both boxes had a Mac Jones auto in it, the same one. And both boxes had a downtown insert in it. It was insane. It was the best. And they were out of the same case. So those were 2 awesome boxes of Donruss. Now we need a Bobby Witt. A couple other big names we need to find now. But we got time. We still got, what, 2, 4, 6 boxes left. Even broke out my Onyx break match tonight. Didn't put the 3 kings in that. There's another Rushman base. And Miguel Blyce. Next auto, red of Mr. Negrete. So red will be to 25. Yep, 3 autos. There's some parallels and base cards in there too. We've actually got a couple boxes left. But Optic Choice Baseball has 3 autos. I think it's like 3 or 4 parallels, maybe a couple base cards. And Luis Rodriguez. He has a nice signature. Very crisp signature. Look at all the little dots over his eyes. That's pretty cool. Dang. That's good. You swept that box. All right, 5 more to go. 10 more autos. That's pretty good. Sometimes the collation is good to you like that. The corner keeps getting me. All right, Christian Robinson. Felon Celestin, excuse me. His stuff's hot right now. I think he's been ranked the #1 international prospect. Then a Roderick Arias. Or maybe it's Arias that is. Purple ink. Now, he did get a little streaky with that pen. But that's numbered to 100. Roderick Arias. I think it's Arias that's actually the... And bang, what a box there. Bobby Witt and Arias. Purple. Nice box. Yeah, all these, I think, about middle of the year next year, we're going to be singing a different tune, I think, about this rookie class. You know, they really did kind of, it's a deep rookie class this year, but they really did kind of disappoint. But I think next year, we'll be singing a different tune. As some of these guys kind of finally get back into the swing of things. I don't know if Arias has been, is it Arias or, I'm getting Arias and Celestin mixed up. One of them is supposedly going to sign with the Yankees, but I don't remember which one it is. One of you guys may know better than me. Yeah, it took Vladdy and then getting in shape, I think, helped him too. Yeah, that was a strong box there. Yeah, at the time when this product was released, there's some of these guys that weren't signed, and you'll see, it'll say prospect at the bottom. It won't have a team. Martinez and Duno. We got Nick Bitsko, or as I like to call him, Nabisco. And Nolan Jones. I like Nolan Jones. He's an Indian. I do like him. A couple new names in that box as far as autos. Yeah, you really could. Really, this offseason, you could pick up Vlad and Ohtani stuff fairly cheap. So it makes you wonder, this offseason, who's the guy that people might have lost faith in that we can get a good price on? All right, 3 more. Doing some more of this Sunday night. Yes, Sunday night. Probably be Paul Sunday night at his place. And then we'll do the Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday rotation for the next week or 2. Don't always break on Wednesday, but I figure we could sneak in a smaller break. And I could still get it shipped out pretty quick. Ronnie Mauricio. Yeah, me too. So many others. And Pineda again. Pineda has been the guy we've seen the most of tonight. Christian Robinson, blue ink. And a red Luis Rodriguez. Man, his auto is so sharp. You guys have some outstanding penmanship. And then football and basketball and some of the other sports you like. Man, can they even write their name? Now, don't get me wrong, there's some baseball players too that do not write very well. But on average, so Rodriguez is a 25 with the red ink. Man, Salvi's having an insane year. Insane. And he's not a young buck either, so that's what's crazy. Nuts. On a fairly bad team and a catcher, I mean, it's hard to catch all day and then go out there and bang home run. We've got Jarlin Susana, Joan Adon, got Reed Detmers, there's a new one, and Christian Hernandez, another new one. Reed Detmers, I believe, isn't playing for the Angels. Yeah, I think he's up with the Angels right now. He was. Yeah, I have him on a couple of fantasy teams, and every time he hits home runs, I get a notification on my phone, but it sends one for each league I have him in, so it seems like every night I'm like, Salvi Perez, Salvi Perez, Salvi Perez. All right, last box. Who are we missing? What's a big name we haven't seen yet? Rushman. All right, here we go. Final box, then we'll do a recap of all the autos. And then before I ship, I'll sleeve up all our base cards. We've got Gilberto Jimenez and Eddie Young. Second to last auto, Cody Hose, number 3. And come on, big name, Adon. So that box was actually a repeater. So no, we did not come through on the Rushman spot. Not with an auto. We have a couple base cards. In 1 second, and we'll recap this bad boy. If you're not a member of our Facebook group, I know Rob is, but if there's anybody who's not a member of our Facebook group and is interested in joining, Three Kings of Cardboard break group. We don't have any breaks up at the moment, but we will be throwing some up in the coming days. I was telling Rob earlier, just wanted to make sure we get everything shipped out before I get too backed up. And we've always been pretty heavy eBay breakers, so we try to share the love back and forth. All right, so we got Cody Hose base, Adon, Detmers, Hernandez, Christian Robinson, Nick Bitsko, Nolan Jones, Bobby Witt, pretty card, Luis Rodriguez, Duno, Jason Dominguez, Ronnie Mauricio, Eric Pena. These are all blues, according to the back, number to 275. Thank you so much, man. Maximo Acosta, Luis Gil, Jarlin Susana, Anthony Volpe, Pedro Pineda, Beltre, Adon, Mojica. Cody Hose number 2. Gilberto Jimenez. We have a redemption for Ed Howard. Susana, another one of him. We have Oliveras. Novelli Marte. We have Big Heston Kierstad. He played at Arkansas, and I got the chance to go and see their baseball facility a couple weeks ago while I was up there visiting a buddy. That is the nicest baseball field facility. It's amazing, the baseball there. It's much better than minor league AA, AAA stadiums I've been to. Plus, like their locker room and their weight room and all that. It's just amazing. Christian Robinson, Reese Hines, Colmenares, Santana, Christian Santana. That is Salinas, Edion, Armando Cruz, Cody Hose number 3, Francisco Alvarez redemption. Yeah, I love these cards too. And another Oliveras. Then we'll get to our colored autos. Greens numbered to 100. We have Riley Green, fitting. We have Zach Veen. I will say Zach has one of the worst autos. We have a purple. Purples are, oh, did I have this backwards? Greens, oh, I have this backwards. We're going to come back to the greens. Purples are to 100. Sorry, here's our little chart. Purples to 100. I didn't even say the green on that one. But purples 100, we had Colmenares. We had Salinas. Yavin, I think, was in our first box or second box. Pedro Pineda. Roderick Arias. Now to our greens, number to 50. Sorry about that. Had those out of order. Well, come on there. There we go. Green, number to 50. We had Zach Veen and the green Riley Green. It does. Let me shuffle these up real quick. Now we had a couple of reds, numbered to 25. 3 reds. We had Luis Rodriguez, best auto in the product, as far as like just his penmanship. We had a red Negrete, and we had a red Susana. So those are all to 25. And we had one black. Indeed, the case hit. Riley Green, black ink. Numbered to 5. So that will do it. 4-box Panini Prism Baseball tomorrow night. Paul will do the honors. Back with Onyx on Sunday. And we will certainly have a couple things in the Facebook group over the weekend. Definitely a football break. I'm thinking about trying to put up a baseball break there, some sort of fun mixer. So be on the lookout. As always, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, very, very much. Y'all have a great evening, and we'll catch you guys and gals next time. Thanks again.